Well, on this episode of the new Skanky Workshop, my name is Earl, this is Andy.
How you doing?
We're going to have an electronics show. We're going to teach y'all how to be safe around electronics and how to fix stuff that are electronics. So, you have anything to say?
Well, basically we're going to start off, every family needs a vermin trapper.
That's right.
That's right. And another thing, the next thing we're going to talk about is computer repair. A lot of you at home are thinking, Earl and Andy, why don't you get up with the times? I mean, this is the information age. So we were thinking, well, we could do that. Heck, that's simple.
That's right. Because computers are going to run this world for a long time, probably. They're never probably going to go away. So we're going to teach you how to fix one in case yours breaks down.
All right.
And then, go ahead.
And then we're going to teach you how to add an outlet to your house. You can never have too many outlets.
And along with that, we're going to teach outlet safety because you don't want to plug too much into one thing.
Here we go. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start off with the first basic. And this is in preparation for Earl's vermin trapper. Basically, what we're going to talk about first is stripping. Now, Earl, this isn't the same kind of stripping like your sister does.
Well, she's getting out of that, I think.
Well, that's good to know. Okay, so basically what you got to do is start off and you got to get you a knife and you just kind of cut a cross section right there.
But don't cut a cross section on your finger.
That's right. Another thing is you want to make sure that the other end is unplugged. You don't want to cut through some wire that's already plugged in because then you get yourself a little bit of fried Andy or fried Earl, and
that's right.
That's not
this
good.
Is for Zermans, not Andy or Earl. You don't want to be eating yourself, so we don't want to shock ourselves.
Okay, so basically, once we cut off the outside sheath, we've got 3 wires here. Now, this one, well, that one you use, and this one you use, but this one, well, heck, we don't really worry about the green too much. Well, didn't your mama say something about the green wire one time, Earl?
I think she said don't use it because it's green, and green is grass-like, and that's groundy, so don't use it.
Okay. Well, here we go. You want to tell them how to strip the outside there, or strip the inside? All right.
Well, what you're going to want to do is sort of go around the outside. And then just sort of pinch down, but don't pinch down all the way or it'll cut the wire off. And then just sort of pop it off.
Oh man, that looks like some good wire.
This is some good wire. If you don't get it the first time, then go ahead and do it again. There you go. Pops off just like that. So you want to do that with one. And really, I was going against that. Sorry, Mama. I was using the green. I'm not supposed to. Sorry, Mama. You better take over.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish this up, and Earl's going to teach you how to start off the basics of the vermin trap here. So I'll see you later.
What you're going to want to do is fold it over on itself. Don't quite fold it, roll it on itself. And then you're going to want to go like, put it in one and fold over on itself. Fold, fold, fold. And it's just sort of an ongoing process. And you do this the whole way down until, well, I have one made up here, right here. Sort of looks like this. It's circular somewhat. So, yeah, this is what you want to do. And after you get your wire stripped, which Andy's doing right now,
okay,
he'll show you what you do with that.
Well, basically what you got to do is you take the white wire and you wrap it around one of the chicken wires, and then you find another wire on your chicken wire and you wrap the other end of the cord around it, like so.
And you follow Mama's orders and don't use the green because that's not going to do anything for you anyways.
Okie dokie. Got this one fixed up. So then basically all that's left is, all you gotta do is plug her into the wall.
Make sure you're not touching this when you plug it in. It'll hurt.
And so anyway, you set her out on the ground like so, and you have her plugged in, and then if you want, you can put a little bait in here, you know? So that way your possum or whatever is sneaking up there, ooh, I want some food, and then oh man, he is cooked.
Andy does a good possum impression. I've always liked it.
Well, thank you, really good.
Play dead. Oh boy. If that's not good, I don't know what is. So, let's go on to our next project, which is, we're going to show you how to wire an outlet in your house. So, we'll get our outlet back here. Right here. This is your standard outlet in your house. Sort of looks, well, just like this. And what you're going to want to do is plug into this and plug into this, and it'll give power to your products in your house. Now, Andy's going to show you what not to do.
Now basically, you see these things here, they make you extra outlets. And so there's 3 plug-ins to each one of these. So what you don't want to do is plug one into this one, and then plug another one into that one, and then just start plugging things in. Like right here, I've got a lamp plug in my hand. Okay, so then back here, you know, this is your saw. Well, alrighty, there's that one. Okay, and you know, say, you know, Christmas lights, whatever, you know, we talked about that one time during one of our shows.
That's right.
And you know, say you've got a clock you want to plug in too. So then you plug that in, and you know, say you're at home by yourself, and you know, you're sick of watching the kids chew on toys. So then you plug your TV in there, and let's see, what else? And you know, say you've got a jigsaw, you're working on a project. So then you plug that in there too. And so basically, this is what I like to call the octopus, because there's all these tentacles, if you will, coming out of the outlet. And you know, really, this can be quite dangerous.
That's right.
You know, it starts smoking, doesn't really smell too good.
No. Then maybe, you know, when your kids look at it, they say, hey, it's smoking. So they go chew on it or something like that, because they say, well, yeah, my toy train smokes, so why not chew on this too? Well, and that causes problems. So you don't want to do that.
All right. So there we have your basic outlet safety. And I think next, we're going to move on to the pooter.
Well, this is a pooter. What it does is it helps you out. So we're going to, one of my friends, he brought it to us because he knows we're, well, experts with pretty much everything. So, wow.
Oh man, there's a lot more stuff than I thought there would be.
That's right. It's broken, so what we're going to do is we're going to fix it. So, what do you see as the problem here?
You know, a lot of people, their problem with pooters is they think they're too complex. So we here at the new Skanky Workshop, we're all about the simpleness. So we're going to simplify this pooter a little bit. Okay, so we start off here and we see some ribbons. Well, what do they have ribbons in the pooter
That's
for?
right.
I mean, we put ribbons on our trees.
Wreath and
Oh,
stuff like
we'll
that.
just take
We
these
don't
on.
need these in here. So we'll just throw these out of there.
Alrighty.
Now look, it's already looking simpler. I mean,
Just by that little bit.
that's right.
But really, I don't, you know, what's this? Well, let's see here. Oh, well, what do you,
I think it's a hard drive.
hard drive?
Yeah. I don't think
What do
we
you
need
need
that.
to drive a computer
No
for?
kidding. We don't need that either. We can toss that out.
Okay, we'll just throw that over
All
there.
right.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? Well, I don't think we need, what's this? It's not even connected.
Oh, man. Maybe it is, but you can obviously tell that the folks at the new Skanky Workshop are not the ones that made this pooter.
That's right. We can just sort of push this outside.
Okay.
We'll snip these later on.
That's right. And we might as well go ahead and take this out. I mean, you know, what's it really good for? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't see any point in
It's
it.
got a slot.
whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I mean, you know, just stick your cards in there.
Exactly. I have an envelope slot on my house. So
that's right.
Why do I need one on my computer?
It be for that email, I bet.
I bet. You know, you stick your emails in there and then you can read them. But we don't need that because we talk by letters.
That's right.
What do you suppose we do after that?
Well, I'm not really that sure. I mean, might as well just keep on simplifying it.
That's right. Well, it's loose, so, well, why don't we take it on out?
Okay.
I don't think we need it in there.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, what is it? It's got all these little black boxes on there. I don't think...
Nah.
I mean, they always have those black boxes on those airplanes.
That's
so why
right.
do we need one?
They're always looking for them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, why don't they put them in a place on the airplane so that way they, like, stay there?
That's
right. I mean, it doesn't really make much sense to me. You know,
exactly.
The plane crashes and you're always looking for the black box.
Maybe I should be a plane person box looker for her. Because, I mean, I find a whole bunch right here. Why can't I find it in an airplane?
That's right. Okay, so basically, well, I think we pretty well got her about as simplified as we're going to simplify her.
That's right.
Maybe just yank that out.
Yeah, no kidding. We don't need that. We got plenty of wiring in our house.
That's right.
Well, does this look simplified enough for you?
It looks good to me. And I think our friend's going to be really happy that we fixed the pooter for him.
That's right. It's going to work a lot better.
All them pooter technicians, they get all that money, but really, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, you just simplify it to the simplest thing you can. And, well, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, there we go. Alrighty. Now we're going to solve a problem I'm sure a lot of you have at home. You're at home, and you're wanting to plug something in, but you've only got one outlet.
That's right.
So
I have
what
that
do you
happen
do?
all the time. Well, what you're going to want to do is do some home wiring, and we're going to show you how to do that today. Well, what you're going to want to do is go down to your local hardware store and get an extension cord. Doesn't have to be brown like this. It can be any color you want.
You know, they really come in all sorts of lengths and sizes. You know, you just want to kind of measure maybe a little bit, see how far it is from your one outlet to where you want your new outlet.
That's right. If it's like 50 feet, then get 10 3-footers or something like that, or 3 10-footers or something.
There you go.
And that should reach, I think.
Now, another thing you want to pick up at your hardware store is your standard wall plate cover. Now, they don't make wall plate covers for your extension cords, but we can work that out.
That's right. So, what are we going to do once we get our wall plate and our extension cords?
Well, basically what you want to find is your standard wire, you know, just kind of your bundling wire. And what you do is you take one end of the wire and you just stick it into the back of your extension cord there. Alrighty. And then you take your wall plate cover and you slap it on top and make sure you've got room to plug things in with. Okie dokie. So then you wrap it around. Well, Earl, why don't you finish this one off? Anyway, you wrap it around.
And you want to get it to the right length so that, you know, it's not dangling all over the place. So you mark it. You just sort of eyeball it. And I'm saying right about there. You want to bat about maybe a centimeter. And then you take it off again. You mark it. And then you take your wire snippers and you cut. Man, it's good wire.
There we go.
Just like that. And then what you're going to want to do is slide this back on, like so, and take it, wrap it around, and man, where did you get this?
Well, I have my sources.
All right. What you're going to want to do is bend it. Oh, man. Maybe bend this back, you know, so it's straight and everything. And then you're going to want to stick it in there. Just like so.
Oh, man. Well, excuse me, folks. I believe Earl's hurt. Please hold on. Technical difficulties.
Whoa, man. Do not do that at home.
That's one thing we forgot on that project was safety. And you know what'll happen whenever you're not practicing good safety?
You can get electrocuted, and it can hurt really bad.
So the key there is be sure you don't plug your extension cord into your one outlet before you wire your bundle and wire around
That's
there.
right. You want to plug it in after you do all that because you can get shocked.
Yeah.
I cannot say that enough.
Well, I think we've had a long enough day here at the new Skanky workshop. So I think we're going to say goodbye once again.
That's right. So, well, bye-bye.
You got to remember to be safe, you know.
That's right.
I mean, poor Earl here. There's no telling how long it's going to take him to grow that hair back.
I don't know what little Miss Muffet's going to say.
Well, you have fun, folks.
That's
Practice safety. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.